So after converting Jordan Miller to a 4-year deal, the Clippers aren't done yet. Pat Baldwin, who at this point might be the the modern day version of Steve Novak, if everything goes right, and then Seth Lundy, who could be the modern day version of Courtney Lee. I actually really like both of these pickups by the Clippers, and they're going to be both on two ways. So if they don't like them, they can move on from them. But yeah, this is one of just those low risk, high reward moves. Tyronn Lue is a guy that I've thought who's been decent at evaluating talent at this point. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. They waived Kai Jones. They've done a good job of taking chances, Josh Primo, on all like the former lottery or former first round picks that have become available that are worth, especially from a size standpoint. As a rec team that's willing to take flyers on reclamation projects. And I think that's kind of a smart way to go about it, especially for me, I thought looking at Seth Lundy will start first. I really bought his game. I thought, dude, I honestly had Seth as like a top 50 prospect coming out of Penn State. 6'5", 215. He was a guy that played 4 years of college ball, was really just an improving three-point shooter all 4 years. And for me, when I saw him, he was a guy that I know he got injured this year, and that's why the Hawks moved on from him. And Seth's injury, he was supposed to miss extended time and got hurt beginning of the year, so that led to it was an ankle injury, yeah, and it happened in the off season, and then it just led to him being waived. Lauren L. Williams, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, reported that Lauren's really nice. He's a guy who's a hard worker, great defensive player, got a plus wingspan. I think it's like 6'10". He's experienced being able to guard opposing teams' best offensive players. He also has the makings of being able to attack closeouts and take on the occasional mismatch off the bounce. So I think he's a guy that isn't going to be like anything more than a connector as a playmaker. And him being a two-way guy, he's clearly a guy who should have been a two-way priority, as he's been able to knock down tough shots. And that's what I really like from a guy like him, where you're just hoping that he can continue to build upon the small things that we just talked about, in the open corner shots or above the break, playing tough defense as a guy who can guard 1 through 3 and just like I said, be kind of like a Courtney Lee. And as I said it before, Patrick Baldwin at this point, he's a young man. I mean, November 18th, 2002, so he'll turn 23 this year at 6'10", 220 pounds. I really think he's kind of Steve Novak. I don't think he's going to be someone you're going to rely upon to hang on defense, even though they literally play him as a switch big, power forward, center. I thought at some point when he first came into the league that he had a bit more bounce and he could be like Cam Johnson, come in and generate 3-point shots and space the floor for his teammates. I still think he can shoot. I just think Johnson moves way better, like way more fluid. So he's still a guy who is clearly a great shooter, has always shown that he's a decent shooter, has the rhythm, balance, a high release point, quick release, and yeah, he just can't guard anybody, especially in open space. So he's just going to be, if he can show he's a good enough to be a shooter, he can be a guy, like I've said throughout this video, Steve Novak. So I like it. Let me hear your thoughts down below.